Demeco Ryans gets called a milk dud by a current Texans player. And look, y'all already know what we talked about with the new NFL schedule release and why we think the Texans are going to go. But let's find out what Vegas thinks. Let's talk about it.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. We back in this thing, man. Rocking with you, all Texans news all the time. What up, Omar?
What up? We in everybody's face today. New little layout. We're digging this.
Oh, yeah. You're too close, man. You're too close.
This is, you know what I'm saying? We're doing big things now, man. Okay, Milk Dud, man. I didn't even know what was going on with this. You told me about. We just jumped on right now. We had a couple little things. Slow week, right? I mean, slow week. But,
slow week, yeah. Slow Texas news, as you would expect. It's the middle of something ain't even started really, bro. It's May.
No, it hasn't.
End of May. So I mean, we're gonna have these kind of weeks. So
Milk
this
Dud,
has made the news, right?
Yeah. This is where we're at. We're at Milk Dud, man.
Milk Dud, man. Steven Nelson, bro. Steven Nelson, our cornerback, playing opposite of Derek Stingley. This is a guy who kind of at the end of his career, still seemingly trying to play for a roster spot. Is not a good thing to call out your coach and call your coach Milk Dud, man.
Milk Dud, man.
When you're trying to make the team, bro.
And he did so on Twitter, right? I mean,
yeah.
No. He did it on Instagram, right? It's on Instagram. Let's go, Milk Dud, man. It's your time to shine. Damn all that meathead persona time. Time to get your hands dirty for the city. What is he talking about?
Bro, so he's calling out Demeco, pretty much saying he needs to do something for the city after the storm. Dog, he treating Demeco like he's Joel Osteen or something. I don't know what he wants him to do. He wants him to open up the doors of NRG Stadium or what, bro?
I don't think that's Demeco's call. So he's looking at like sort of what like what JJ did, I guess. Everybody's kind of trying to follow that. That's the hard shoes to fill, though.
It is, bro.
You know what
I mean, Demeco Ryans is beloved by the city. You can't do this, man. You can't go out there and call out somebody who we all love and appreciate, bro.
Right.
And what is he? 12 years old, bro. Calling him Milk Dud, man.
That's pretty funny though. Milk Dud, man, is pretty good.
It is.
I gotta give him that. I gotta give him the credit for the versatility of Milk Dud, man. Even though I always think about that, and that's a Martin Lawrence joke. That's a Martin Lawrence Tommy joke.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, man. R.I.P. to the great.
R.I.P. to the great Mr. Tommy.
Great. I take offense to it
as a job. Even though he didn't have no job, he ain't got no job, Tommy.
Oh man, yeah. But as a bald head community member, I take great offense to that, bro. So I didn't like that too much. Bro, speaking of
a little close to home there, huh?
Yes, man, dude. Recently in my recent travels, as we talked about, man, I got the Tesla. So on one of my recent charging stops, bro, a Tesla pulled up, parked next to me, and a young lady got out of the car. Very nice looking.
Yeah, it's typically women who drive Teslas. Which not sure how you ended up in one, but all right.
Look, usually, people of the Tesla community aren't usually like super good looking, like the person who got out of this one. So, I'm peaked. I'm like, oh shoot, like what's going on? She starts walking towards like a guy who's approaching the car. Like I make the distinction. I'm like, they're obviously together, right? So I'm like, man, I want to see the guy who pulled this. So. Man, he starts walking closer, and he has a bald head, right? A fully bald head. He's not rocking like me, perpetrating with the he letting his loose, bro. Yeah. As he gets close, I swear, Omar, bro, the guy looks just like me in the face, but dude is built, bro. Dude is built, and he's yoked. He's walking. Yeah. I look at him and I'm like, oh. I'm clutching my pearls, bro. Oh, I'm intrigued.
Were you inspired though? Like, was that like, oh, this is what I could look like,
dude? Yeah. So I look at him and I see him see me, right? And I'm looking at him and I'm sitting there like, I'm like, damn, I know he's thinking one or two things. He's like looking at me like, damn, why is he checking me out? And then the other thing I think he's probably thinking is like, why is he checking out my girl? And I think to myself, damn, which one do I want him to think right now? Like this super tech dude.
Yeah, I guess
I'd rather right. So no, it wasn't I want to fuck him type thing. It was more I'm inspired, man.
Right. You making me feel good, man. Like I'm doing all this extra stuff, and you know what I'm saying, you rocking it.
Yeah. Especially like I say, he looked like me in the face. But anyway, I just drew a little inspiration, man. Your boy got to get back in the gym.
Chronicles of the Tesla parking spot, right? I mean,
I got to get looking like you, bro.
Nah, you want to look like me.
Come on, man. So you gotta, bro. Nah, you've been doing your thing, man. Shout out your boy Spider, man.
Oh yeah, my man Spider. Yeah, shout out to my trainer. Been at it for a year, dog. So it'll be a year. It'll be a year at the end of this month, and then after that, I'm gonna probably break off and go try some other stuff, do some other things, and kind of. But yeah, man, it's been good.
You're doing your thing right now, though, bro.
Trying, man. Just trying not to die when I'm 60. That's kind of the goal. You know what I mean?
That's the goal, man. That's the goal.
So it works out that way. So slow news week this week in terms of Texas stuff. Obviously, the big story there was the Milk Dud man. I mean, that's just kind of give you an idea kind of how slow things are right now on the news front, right?
OTAs started.
We got OTAs coming up, but we do got some news on Tank Dell. What's the latest on that guy?
Tank Dell out there running, baby. Bro, it was awesome to see. He posted a story on his Instagram. Don't look like the brother lost a step. Obviously Tank Dell and his leg has gone through a lot in the recent months. Brother broke his leg out there on the field and took a gunshot wound to the leg as well, which was crazy. That story was crazy to hear. And shoot, given the recent history and bad luck that he's had with his leg, I'm surprised the damn tornado didn't hit his leg over this past weekend. So we're grateful for that. But yeah, you got the boy out there. You got Tank running around the field, doing his thing, bro. Looking great. Looking like exactly what you want to see, man. So
making cuts.
It was good.
Looking good.
It was good, man.
Yeah. That was good, man. It was good to see. I mean, that was a big obviously he got hurt at the end of the season last year, right? That was kind of
a bummer,
and then just the misfortune of wrong place at the wrong time. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first heard the news, I was like, "Oh man, come on! What kind of knucklehead stuff is he out here doing?"
Yeah, of course. Like, that's the first thing you think, right?
It's like, come on, man.
Who you hanging out with?
Yeah, who you hanging out with? What kind of what kind of situation is your squad, your boys? What kind of bad spot are they putting you in?
Yeah.
It turns out it was just completely wrong place, wrong time, caught a stray. Unfortunately, it's an unfortunate reality that you and I have dealt with. It's just
I ain't never been shot.
I've been shot at, but
you've been shot at.
Oh yeah.
What did you do?
Well, that's from 2007 back, I tend to try to blank all that out. No, not 2007. Yeah, probably about that. I met Martha around 2007. Anytime before 2007, that's kind of, we don't really talk about those times. You know what I'm saying? I'm
running the hard streets.
Yeah, man, we was out there just being knuckleheads. You know how it is. But so it's good to see him. Good to see Tank Dell out there running. He's going to be a big part of our receiving core this year. There's obviously going to be a lot of love to be spread around on that field this year. CJ pretty much has his pick, and I think you and I talked about this before. It's like one of the things that we're all excited about this year is that receiving core, because the defenses are going to have to pick how they want to be mopped up, right?
Pick your poison.
Pick your poison. Who are you going to double team? Who are you going to double team? You're going to have to double team somebody at some point. The question is who? And we got an answer for whoever it is you decide to double team.
Oh my, you can make an argument that we have 3 number 1 receivers.
We absolutely do. And that's
CJ
my point.
Regards Tank Dell as a number 1 guy.
100%.
Stephon Diggs has proved himself as a number one guy on multiple teams. And
occasions.
Nico Collins played as a number one receiver last year, stepped up to the plate.
When Tank went down.
You'd be crazy to not say that he's a number one.
And let's not forget to mention Schultz is also an absolute threat across the middle of the field.
That's going to open up things for those guys.
Exactly. We have an amazing running back committee this year that can absolutely set off the run play or the play action. I'm just really, really excited to see these guys get on the field, and it's good to see Tank Dell out there running around.
Yeah, with all that being said about our wide receiver core and how good our offense and overall team is going to be, like we talked about, man, we said that we're predicting the Texans to have a great record based on the schedule that's been put out. But what does Vegas think? What is Vegas saying about our odds?
So I'm throwing it up right here for those of y'all that are listening. We're gonna go through. This is according to DraftKings. Now, everybody kind of has their ideas, right? Everybody talks about how Vegas kind of knows. You know what I mean? Obviously, we're still ways away from playing our opening seasons in terms of actual regular season games. Obviously, we got to get through OTAs, we got to get through spring, we got to get through training, we got to get through the preseason, and then ultimately rolling into the regular season. And so,
no doubt.
But Vegas is always going to give the people an opportunity to lose money, so they got betting odds out there already. And it was funny. Yeah, I know, right? There's a couple of things that I was reading in this article that said in 2023, the Texans were only favored in 3. No, hold on. Let me see. What was it?
I know it wasn't a lot.
No, it wasn't.
I know. I know you're on point with that.
Yeah.
We were almost. We weren't favored in almost any games.
I think it was only 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of stuff here. The Texans were only favored in 3 games, and we went 10-7 last year.
Yeah.
So entering the 2023 season, they were pretty much an underdog in every game, right?
They won a lot of people some money.
And then we went 3-14, and then we fired Lovie Smith. Right.
Yeah.
So, but look, so this is what we're talking about. We're talking about each individual game. This year, they have us favored in 11 out of the 17 games.
Really?
DraftKings.
Wow.
And okay. we'll go through each one here in a second.
Your prediction, Omar, was for us to go 11-6. So, hey, kudos to you. I'm curious to see if they pick the same games.
So
for us to be favored in.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about. So we'll go through them one by one. We'll start with opening day, which is Texans Colts.
Okay, what we got?
And I have the Texans winning that game. I think you had us taking a loss.
Yeah.
And Vegas says that the Texans are a 1.5 favorite. So only favored by a 1.5. So it's pretty much a pick'em game, right?
Yeah. Since they're playing at home, since we're playing on the road in Indy.
Correct.
Usually the home team gets 3 points.
Gets
right.
The favorite,
so
right.
Yeah. Gets a 3-point favorite. So yeah, you're right. It's kind of a pick'em game. Okay.
Yeah. So I had that one as a win also for the Texans. The next week we go over to the Bears, or the Bears come over to us for our first home game. We're favored by 3 points. So once again, bit of a pick'em, but we're being favored there. The Texans on by 3 points.
That's the team. Like I say, we ain't seen nothing that they done on the field, man.
No.
This is a rookie quarterback. Come on, this is only going to be his second game. That 3-point, favor. That's a little surprising. I think it should be more, bro. I think they putting a little bit too much respect on the Bears.
I think what they're banking on is the unknown that is Caleb Williams, right? I would probably take that bet right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because if he ends up just completely shitting his pants in game 1, that line's going to move.
Yes, absolutely. Right? Yeah.
So,
take it right now before you even see what you get out there in preseason and do.
Exactly.
Boy starts stumbling and fumbling around.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's good that we're doing this video now, right? Sort of as a timestamp to kind of see where things are playing out, right? Because it's going to get interesting. So I also had
can I predict what the Vikings?
Okay, go ahead.
Week 3? It's got to be double digits. We got to be double digit favorites,
dude. They have the Texans at a 3.5 point favorite.
What the hell? Okay, come on, bro. I'm starting not to even trust this site.
Well, this is DraftKings. So once again, right? It's like 3.5 point favorite, right? It's like
that's weird.
Come on, man.
That's weird.
So, but they got us winning at a 3.5 point favorite. They got us winning against the Bills at a 1.5 point.
Why are you so surprised?
Because, man, I don't know, man. That's gonna be such an emotional game for both sides.
Oh my God, you believe way too much in Josh Allen, man.
It's not that I believe in Josh Allen. It's that I believe that Josh Allen is probably going to feel slighted in terms of like what's been said, right, about him during this whole process of Diggs getting traded.
Yeah,
I just think that, and we talked about this last week, right, when we were looking at the schedule. Your contention is that Diggs is going to be playing with a humongous boulder on his shoulder, and that the Texans are going to rally around him, right? And I'm saying
with their better team,
exactly. Now, what I'm saying is that the entire Bills organization is going to have a humongous boulder on their shoulder, and they're all going to come with a serious point to prove, and as an organization, like one guy versus like an entire organization that has been felt slighted. Now, it's going to go one of two ways, right? Like either they're just going to completely fall on their faces, and we're going to know that by the time we get to playing, because we play them in week 5. So if they come into the season, 1-4, or 1-3 as they get going then it's a wrap, right? I mean, like everything that they said about Diggs being carrying Buffalo is going to be true, right?
Yeah.
So we don't know that yet, but if it ends up. If the Bills come into week 5, 2-2, 3-1, right? There's gonna be some momentum there that I think is gonna get very, very interesting. And that's where I got us taking our first L. Now,
it's not gonna be a bad game.
No, I don't think so.
I think
I'm okay with the spread.
They're gonna put up what 1.5?
1.5 point. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that either. Okay. They can have the biggest, most humongous of a boulder on their shoulder. The entire organization, the entire city can come down and stand.
Bills Mafia,
build a moat around NRG Stadium. It don't matter. Bro.
Have you seen those cats out there?
Team. Oh yeah, they crazy. Bro.
Yeah, those dudes are wild, man. Those dudes are absolutely wild.
Yeah.
So they got us at a 1.5 point favorite against the Bills. Then we go over to the Patriots.
Okay.
4.5 point favorite against the Patriots.
How are we not getting double digits?
Because I think these are like initial odds that are coming out right now. Right.
Okay. All right.
It's not so much that like we're in the season now. We're kind of seeing what's happening. Everything is just initial odds at this point. So 1.5 point favorite against 4.5 point favorite against the Patriots.
That's the biggest spread so far.
So far it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so 4.5 point favorite against the Patriots. I have us taking that win, and then I have us losing at the Packers.
So do I,
and so do you. And Vegas agrees. So Vegas has the Packers 2.5 point favorite. Packers are a 2.5 point favorite against the Texans. Now again, that's on the road in Lambeau Field. I think for all those same reasons that we came up with last week, right?
Yeah.
So. 2.5 point favorite. Packers are a 2.5 point favorite, and then week 8 against the Colts, 4 point favorite in Houston against the Colts. They got us winning that one, and then our first prime time game.
That's an interesting one. I got us taking an L against
Texans against the Jets. I have us winning that game, and. Yeah,
you switched up. Remember, you said that you had
I originally had us losing that game.
No, you originally had us. You originally had us winning the game. Then you changed your mind in the video when we were shooting last week. because it's on the road. It's Thursday night, Halloween night.
That's right.
In New
You're
York.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So I switched up, and Vegas agrees. They got the Jets at a 3-point favorite to win that in our first primetime game, taking an L. What's crazy is that we backdoor, I think that's a Thursday night game, right?
Yeah, so we got a little bit of a break of recovery coming back home to play the Lions.
Coming back home to play the Lions. I have us taking an L in that game against the Lions. And Vegas has us at a 1-point favorite, Texans. So again, a gimme, a pick 'em, 1 point.
1 point. Remember, we get 3 points for being at home. So them, saying that we're 1-point favorite really ain't saying too much. It really is. So they're not believing too much in us for that game. So, but I'm not surprised. That's going to be a tough game. I said that we would win that game, but that's a game that I would not be surprised if, we fall. Potential Super Bowl preview. So
potential Super Bowl preview. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is week 10. And then that brings us to our Christmas game on Christmas Day.
No, we got the Cowboys.
Against the Cowboys. No. Sorry, that's Cowboys. My bad. I'm tripping. Cowboys on the 18th on ESPN, 7 p.m. game, prime time. They have the Cowboys at a 3-point favorite.
Pick them. But I hate this site. I hate these odds right now, bro.
This DraftKings, bro. I'm telling you.
I hate this right now. Whatever. We don't have to talk about the Cowboys again. You already know how I feel, bro. You already know how I feel, man. That's double-digit favorites.
All right, so double-digit favorites. Our previous all-time high point spread that they gave us was 4.5.
Yeah.
We're about to beat that because the Texans are favored by 6 points against the Titans in week 12.
Okay.
Divisional game. I think I made the prediction that we weren't going to lose a divisional game.
You did.
And I think
Very bold.
You agreed with me, with the exception that you felt we were going to split with the Colts, and that's so far how Vegas also sees it. So 6-point favorite against the Titans on the 24th of November, then December 1st against the Jaguars. They have the Jaguars at a 1-point favorite.
Really?
But that's also on the road for us, right?
Gotcha.
They have us favored in their stadium against Sunshine and team.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going because I'm curious. I want to see, because we get in the nitty-gritty of the schedule.
Yes.
After this.
And this is where things get really funky.
Yeah.
Because we have a week 14 bye, and then right into the Dolphins.
All right.
For a noon game, December 8th against the Dolphins. 2.5-point favorite the Texans are against the Dolphins. I told you, bro, at home. I had the Dolphins losing. Yeah.
You had the Dolphins beating us, right?
Yes, correct. I mean, sorry, yeah, I had us losing against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So
I'm telling you, bro, they frauds, bro. They frauds, man.
You know what? After our video, I just kind of went back and really did some digging, and there's a lot of people who feel that way, that they're just they have a high flying offense, right?
Yeah,
they have a high flying offense, a very high flying offense.
Yeah.
But what I'm reading from other channels and things like that, and listening to other folks give their analysis, it's like, man, it's all smoke and mirrors. Like a lot of people think that it's just flashy, but when it gets down to the nitty gritty and really trying to, what do they call it? Grind out some wins and stuff. And as they get to the end of the season and really have to get into, they call in baseball, the dog days of the season, right? And where you really got to dig deep and battle through maybe injuries and, fatigue and things like that. That's kind of where they kind of get pushed around, it's like,
yeah, man. They little guys. They're little guys. They're fast.
Right.
You know, but yeah, bro, when it comes down to really getting down to it, they beat up on the teams that they supposed to beat up on, and they beat them down so bad. And the freaking fantasy world is going crazy because Tyreek Hill just put up 50 points, and Devon Achane is running all over the field for 60 points. Monster's getting you all this, and it's you know, it looks better than it actually is, man. And we get wrapped up in, like you say, the smoke and mirrors. But now on that field, man, I think the Texans the better team. We ain't about to go out there and not have a plan against Tyreek Hill and let him take the top off the defense every time. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how these teams think that they about to go man up with the Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddles of the world, man. They added OBJ, who, I mean, you know, I don't think he's too far removed from doing what we doing right now, bro. So I don't know how much he really got left in the tank. So we'll see, man. It's gonna be an interesting. It's gonna be an interesting team. Yeah.
So that's one L that I have us taking. Vegas doesn't believe so. We're a 2.5 point favorite at home. So again, like you said, we get 3 for being at home, and then it's a toss up, right?
Yeah.
Texans at Chiefs.
All right, this is one I want to see.
Saturday. This is on the road for us.
Yeah. In the cold.
4.5 point favorite.
Ooh. Really?
Chiefs. Chiefs are a 4.5 point favorite.
Oh, the Chiefs are for it. Bro, I thought you were talking about the Texans. I was like,
no,
okay.
No. But still, if you give them the 3 for the home field advantage, it gets kind of interesting.
Yeah. Judging by the other point spreads that you said about this video, I guess it kind of lines up that they're favoring. They're more so favoring the Chiefs. So makes sense, right? I mean,
yeah.
If we're judging purely based off of it being May right now, we ain't played a single game. Right. Okay, whatever. All right.
Nobody's thrown a single pass. We don't know what's happening. We don't. You know what I mean?
We don't know what Chiefs receivers are going to be in and out of jail.
Right.
Who's going to have a car or not. You know,
one thing they got
a mess going on over there.
One thing we do know that is fact, and this has been talked about, is that the NFL took Taylor Swift's concert schedule into consideration.
Shut the fuck up.
And putting together the NFL schedule for the Chiefs. It is out there. I read that and I was like, you have got to be kidding me.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yep. They took it into consideration when putting together the schedule to make sure that Taylor Swift can be at every single game that she possibly could be at.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Wow.
God damn it, Goodell. What the hell?
I hope they lose every home game, bro.
Single.
I just want to see 14-year-old girls crying all over the nation, bro.
That's hilarious. Yeah, they're going to do that, though, because, I mean, hey, she sells jerseys, you know?
She sells jerseys.
She absolutely sells jerseys. All right, so that takes us into Ravens at Texans.
Wow.
Afternoon game on Netflix, which is going to be interesting, the way they're going to do that.
Yep.
Ravens are a 1.5 point favorite.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either. I have us winning that game.
Yep.
And then ultimately at the Titans, which at the end of the day, I mean, who gives a shit about the Titans? Nobody cares. Like,
there's another 6-pointer.
Just, I mean,
at Titans. Oh,
3
so it's probably
3 point favorites.
I don't think they really put any thought into this at all, Omar. I think they just.
I think what they did is they put out as objective of a betting line that they could in May to just start drumming up some bets.
Yeah.
You know, and this is obviously going to move around as things as the you know, as it progresses, but we'll see.
Yeah, if you are a betting man, unlike Omar, who
I am not,
gets very Jewish with his money sometimes, and likes to keep it tight to the best.
Yeah, there's a reason this is. You know what I mean? I actually did a 23andMe. I am 7% Ashkenazi Jew.
Is that true?
Believe it or not, absolutely.
All right.
7% African.
Shalom. Oh, all right, brother. That's what I like to see. Where's that percentage?
Listen, we're going to talk about like geographically where that 7% is. I'll let you guys wonder, but you know what I mean?
What you like that, bro?
You know? But
All right.
yeah, we'll let the female viewers kind of ponder on that one. All three of y'all.
I'm 5% of them YouTube analytics are crazy, bro. It's like,
Bro,
yo,
I'm
gotta
telling
get
you.
the females in
But
here.
yeah,
Bro.
I did that a long time ago, man. I was just curious, I think me and my cousin did it. And yeah,
What's
man.
up?
I got all kinds of stuff in there, man, all mixed up in there. So it's pretty cool.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man, it's good stuff. I mean, again, I think, it's May, like you said, and the predictions are what the predictions are. There's really not much that we can really take too serious on any of these odds as they get put out, right? I mean,
but if you are a betting man, if you are a betting person,
there's a few of those that I would absolutely take right now, right?
Sure, absolutely, yeah. That's I think that Ravens one is a pretty good one to take. I mean, a lot of them really are pretty good. I'm curious, man. Would you be able to pull up what the overall team bets are at this point in the season right now? So I would think that the Carolina Panthers are probably got the lowest odds, which is like that would be the highest payout to pick at the beginning of the season. I know the Texans
for the Super Bowl
so correct me if I'm wrong, man, and viewers, man, anybody that knows, because I'm not 100% up on how the betting odds work. But like I say, correct me if I'm wrong. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know if I'm right on this. Say you take a team that's a long shot right at the beginning of the season. Say, all right, I'm gonna put $100 down on Carolina to win the Super Bowl. If they shock the world and they come out, they make the playoffs, they win a playoff game, they make it to the divisional round, and ultimately make it to the conference finals, I believe that your bet starts increasing, your payout gets higher and higher. And if you want to take that money out before the Super Bowl, before it determines who you can win, I think you can do that.
Yeah.
Correct. Won't be as high a payout.
Right. So there's a guy right now that I don't know if you saw recently. He had a parlay. I think it was like $100 parlay.
Okay.
It was a $100 parlay where it was like 3 different teams to win their respective championships in 3 different sports. One of them. So he got 2 legs of his parlay correct.
Okay.
And he needed Oklahoma City to win the NBA championship. To win a total of $1.7 million on his $100 bet.
Wow.
So just an absolute long shot, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, for those of y'all that don't watch basketball, Oklahoma City made a pretty nice little run in the playoffs, and they got all the way to not game 7.
They got the game 6.
6, right?
Yeah, they ended up having a great regular season record, but I'm sure this guy placed his bet
way before the season started, right?
They weren't favored to do too much, right?
So whatever respective, betting place, or whatever casino he placed his bet at, had made him offers throughout the season, right? And they go, "Hey, we'll pay you $20,000 right now
to
drop this ticket," right?
Gotcha.
And he declined. And I think they had offered him $50,000 before the playoffs, and he declined. And so they made it past the first round, got into the second round, and he was like, "Man, I think it was one game that they won that was just like a nail biter, and they win the game to go up in the series or to tie the series or something like that."
Okay.
And they end up making this guy an $80,000 offer on his $100 bet.
Oh man.
And he cashes out.
Genius.
He cashes out.
Yeah.
And then I think they lose the very next game. Game 6 is the one that they lost or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they will do that. They will do that.
Yeah.
Right. So you can
good for him, man. Good for him.
So the betting odds as of right now. So for the Super Bowl, this is for the 2024 Super Bowl. The 49ers are the big one. Dude, the Texans are an 18-1 payout.
Look at that.
So you put down 1,000, you'll get 18,000 back, which is not crazy, but
it's not.
It's a pretty good bet. So plus 500, I think that means you got to put down 500 to win 100, right? Or something like that. I'm so bad at this.
It's not a very good bet.
It's not a good bet. It's not a good bet. I listen, admittedly, I don't know shit about gambling. I need to spruce up a little bit, at least understand.
Me too, man. I'm right there with you. But that's what I'm saying, man. Look, comment to us. Let us know.
Yes, school us, please.
Give us y'all's best bookie or whatever site you go through.
This is where we definitely
promote it. Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Bubba. We need Bubba on this one.
Yeah.
The 18-1 is where the Texans are right now. 20-1 for the Dolphins. 22-1 for old Scruff McGruff over there. Yeah, and then the absolute worst of the worst. 250-1 for the Panthers. Boy, that would be crazy, huh?
250-1, bro. So yeah, you throw a G down, you buy a house with that payoff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You had $250,000. Now that's for the Super Bowl. Now for the AFC, we're a plus 750. Kansas City is obviously the big odd there. Dolphins 11-1 to win the entire conference, which is interesting.
You like that?
That's an interesting one.
Bro, you up on the Dolphins, I swear, man.
It's an interesting play, man. I don't know. Barring any injuries.
Look at the Jets sitting there 15-1.
Yeah, Jets and Chargers sitting at 15-1.
Yeah.
And that's just to win the conference, right? That's just to win the AFC.
Yeah.
And then to win the NFC, San Francisco obviously is the play. Rams is not a bad play at 15-1.
Yeah, that's not bad. You're right.
That is not bad. 20-1 for the Vikings. That one's interesting.
They ain't going nowhere.
Cowboys 7-1, 8-1 for Philly.
Don't make me throw
pretty interesting. Yeah. So that's kind of where they're sitting at right now.
Okay.
We're not too bad on the odds for the Texans to win the whole.
I like that. Man, that's a nice little grip, man. 18-1. You put down some money on that.
18-1 odds. You know what? I'd throw down some money on this Texans one, and I'd throw down some money on this Dolphins one.
You wasting your money on the Dolphins, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I do think so.
To win the championship, to win the conference at 11-1. Yeah, maybe so.
You can give me that money.
It's that
if you just looking to get rid of money, bro, you can donate it to me and my family.
To you and that Tesla. Donate it to you and that golf cart you got over there.
Yes, sir. I need to charge it, baby. Give me some charging money.
Everything that's in my driveway has a V8 in it, buddy. I need all the gas money I can get. I need all the gas money I can get. But yeah, man, it's interesting, again, it's like you said, right? Like this is like, okay, we're not nobody's betting the farm here, right? On these odds, right? We're so far removed.
Some degenerates do.
That's true. I'll give you that. There's some people that, but again,
we live in a city where Mattress Mac.
Yeah, Mattress Mac's a genius the way he does that. But
I just think regarded as a genius or a full-on crackhead.
One of the two.
Yeah,
one of the two. But yeah, it's still interesting to look at their talking points. I think it's going to be curious to see how these lines start moving, right? Like as we start getting into OTAs and as like maybe the first couple of preseason games as those start to kind of pan out, and then just kind of going from there and seeing how things go. Week 1, week 2, start seeing how some of these odds shift around. But I don't know. My money's still on the Texans, man.
I think Omar, as this channel that we love doing on the Bull Run Sports podcast,
we have to.
Because look what we're doing. We're putting our foot in our mouths already, right? We're already predicting that the Texans are going to win the Super Bowl. That's what this channel is all about, guys. If you're watching us, if you're rocking with us right now, then you subscribe to the notion that we're gonna win the Super Bowl, or you think we're complete idiots, and hit us up in the comments if you think that's true. Either one is okay with us, all right. But at the same time,
we need to
predicting this stuff on camera. We got to put our money where our mouth is, man.
That's
so
right.
look,
I agree.
Omar,
it sounds like what needs to happen is that we need to make a trip to Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
That's what it really sounds like.
Yes,
it sounds like we need to make a trip to Vegas so that we can go put this bet down.
Get on
and we have to do it. Otherwise, the integrity of who we are as a channel is null and void.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. No, I like this. I like this. This is good.
Anybody want to donate to?
Exactly. We're gonna start a GoFundMe to send us to Vegas so we can place this bet over at MGM.
Let's go. I think that needs to happen, man. I think that needs to happen if we serious about.
I'm not mad at the idea. Can't we go to Louisiana and put that?
We can go to Louisiana. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That sounds like a business trip to me.
It does. I think that needs to be written off on taxes, brother.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
we can go in the Tesla. We can go in the Tesla.
That's right. I'm curious to see what it would be like to drive 600 miles in a golf cart. I've never done that before. I've done 600 yards, like back and forth, like from my dad's ranch, but never full blown. That sounds like a little weekend. That sounds like a little weekend thing. We might have to do that, man.
Gotta happen for the season start, man. I'm with it.
We got to record the whole thing and we got to put it up. That'll be
it's good. Yeah, bro. All great ideas. All great ideas. No wrong answers here, baby.
I love it.
Man, we talked about a lot of stuff, man. We talked about Demeco getting called a milk dud by a fringe guy who may not even make the team. Just genius comment by him. Our boy Tank Dell is back on the field, man.
Tank Dell's back.
These Texans betting odds. David Johnson has decided to retire from the NFL. Did you see this, man?
No, I didn't.
Our running back, who we decided to trade away DeAndre Hopkins for during that time, is called it quits. So I'm bringing that up sarcastically, bro, because what an asinine trade that was.
8 seasons. Yeah, I see it.
This is the equivalent of what I'm talking about with you and being all hard for the Dolphins.
For the Dolphins.
He had one incredible season where he was the fantasy darling. Everyone loved this guy, and he put his name on the map. And all of a sudden, people thought he was a great running back. We trade for him, get him from Arizona, and he does. He's a mediocre guy. That's just what it was, man. So he is the running back equivalent of the Miami Dolphins.
But you got to understand why that was done, right? I mean, that was Papa McNair, right? I mean, and we know that Papa McNair likes to, ride around on horses with a sheet over his head, that kind of thing. We know he's kind of the persuasion of, the type of person that, we're not gonna get
bro. We traded for David Johnson, not David Duke, bro.
But I think he wanted DeAndre Hopkins out of there. Is my point.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it's not exactly the best thing in the world, but you don't really shoot from the hip with logic. So what are you gonna do?
That was the most logical thing that we ever done as an organization. That's the only reason I brought it up, man. I just thought it was funny. I was like, why is this even news? Why is this even coming up on my timeline?
Because he's a Texans running back, and it is what it is. Listen, the thing is that Tank Dell's out there running routes, looking sharp.
Yes.
The thing is that Vegas has us winning 11 out of the 17 games this year.
Hey, kudos to you. Like I say, you predicted.
Has us winning all but one of our divisional games, which is kind of in line with what I'm thinking, more in line with what you were thinking from a divisional standpoint.
Yeah, we'll drop one, bro.
So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be an interesting season to watch these games and kind of see how they pan out, but we'll see.
Yes, sir, man. So if you're rocking with us up to this point, and me with my Forrest Whitaker eye, I think I got my light shining right on my eye, bro.
Oh, that's
and Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get over there and get you set up, your key lights and everything, and yeah, we'll get you right.
You're still rocking with us despite all of that. Hey, obviously we love you. We fuck with you hard. We appreciate you.
For sure.
Show us how much you love us and appreciate us, man, by hitting the subscribe button, hit the bell button, get the notifications that we're dropping new videos, man. We're going to come at you with this stuff. We're going to keep you updated on our bets that we're going to be putting down during the season, how our year-long bet is going to go, and chronicle our adventures out there to Louisiana or Vegas if we're feeling a little.
Well, it depends. Yeah. We'll have to check Expedia.
I don't want to stop at too many charging stops on the way there. So.
No. That's going to be a plane flight.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I was reading comments, got a lot of flack for my hat last time.
Yeah, they were hating, bro.
A lot of hate on my boy Pierre Gasly. But Lando Norris came in second, almost beat Max Verstappen this week in Imola. And then this week is Monaco, baby.
All right.
Monaco Grand Prix. It's historic. It's all billionaires just hanging out. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna get you in there.
In my wheelhouse.
I'm gonna get you in there.
Good luck. They got Teslas. They got no Teslas out there.
No, but the cars are hybrid. So
are they?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, to keep them out there longer.
Battery powered. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I might watch it then.
Yeah. I had to say something because I caught too much flack in the comments about my F1 hat.
Man, you tell the haters, bro. Tell them.
I need to go get some more Texans gear. That's what I need to do.
Yeah.
That's another thing that we need to do is make our way to the Texans shop at NRG so that we can cop some gear and also write that off as a as you can see, I'm all about writing off business expenses, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah. Join us next time for our financial segment of
how much are we in the hole this month?
Yeah. Hey, some people might actually log into this channel because it says bull run and they're like, oh, this motherfuckers talking about sports.
That's true. And we don't talk about no finances at all whatsoever. No. That's
funny. Man. But man, thank you guys for being here.
Absolutely.
We'll see y'all next time.
Love y'all.
Peace.